Iasu Malaka. Oh, it's so fucking hot. I still got the AC on in the background. If you don't like it, Bafangul. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Computer Love, part 53. Ladies and gentlemen, it is still a hot one out there. This weather is not fat man friendly. It is, I don't know, it's got to be at least 40 degrees. I'm just assuming. That's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. I don't know, I should have made that point earlier, but then again, I'm Canadian. Too busy dealing with the tariffs. 35%, everything is going to go down because you guys do not want to be the 51st state. I'm going to make you suffer. Blah, blah, blah. You're a fucking idiot. This guy is going to ruin North America. I'm telling you. Holy fucking shit. My God. But until then, let's do another podcast, shall we? So, ladies and gentlemen, I can't describe how important it is to have a good profile picture. And again, I've talked about this many times, but let's put a bit more emphasis on how important it is. So, you know, you ever hear the term first impressions? I think we all have, right? Right? Okay. So, it's even better to have a good first impression online. Okay? The first thing you see is the person's picture. Okay? Now this person, okay, she could be nice, you know. She's smiling, she seems happy, you know. Attractive woman, you know, nothing wrong there. But it almost feels like she's like in the backyard of Edward Scissorhands' house. I mean, and again, I love this movie. I had the choice when I was younger to see either that movie or Home Alone. I had to see Edward Scissorhands because it just looked that much more fucked up. And my parents ended up getting me Home Alone on VHS, so it's become a Christmas classic, you know, since then. But then again, Edward Scissorhands is, I mean, would you consider that a Christmas movie? Leave your comments in the section below, whatever that means. But yeah, it looks very creepy. It's not the sunniest day. It looks like it's daylight, but she's sitting on a log that, you know, but like the whole like atmosphere, it's like all these like trees that are dark and like curled into each other. Like it looks cool if you're gonna, you know, tape another shitty Blair Witch movie, which by the way, I remember seeing that movie in theaters with my buddies, and holy fuck, what a horrific piece of shit that was. I mean, you know, at the end of the movie, you actually wanted those kids to just actually die. And you know, I was just praying, like, please don't let this be a movie. These kids, you know, deserve way worse. And this is with the internet, and it was hyping it up and all this shit. But holy fuck, it was so bad. And then they made another one, and then the one guy made a really shitty joke at the MTV Music Awards or Movie Awards or one of those awards where they clearly can't afford security. And it did not go over well, and you could tell the guy was pissed, and you know, that's a little payback there. But the point is, you know, it looks extremely creepy. And what's kind of funny is that she's wearing like a very bright coat, like a neon green, purple kind of thing. So I guess maybe that's the point. Maybe it's supposed to contrast with the picture, you know. And she's like, "Hey, I'm a happy person, but I got a gloomy backside, and I'm probably reading way too much into this." But the point is, she's also interested in mammals. Okay, that's nice. The point is, you know, I try to have a better picture. Like, again, if you want to have this picture later on, maybe, you know, as like a third or fourth one, okay, maybe. But again, I don't think this is the best picture to start off with. I mean, that's just me. But hey. What do I know? What do I know? I don't know. I'm looking at the picture, so there you go. Now again, ladies and gentlemen, there's lots of scams out there. Some of them try to hide it. Some of them hide it very poorly. Some of them just don't give a shit. I'm convinced like this profile is there's no way this profile is actually real. Like, I'm assuming like someone else got screwed over by this person and they're trying to get revenge on them, and they put up like this screenshot of them, or who the fuck knows? And even the name sounds made up. Okay, I'm not going to say the name. I don't want to get sued. Nobody listens to this, but who the fuck knows in the future? I will say this. It may or may not be either one of the planets or seasons. You know what I mean? So right there, it could be a red flag. But then her picture just has her, and in the background here, by the way, she's pointing up, okay, just above her head here, and it seems to be, I'm almost positive she's advertising for OnlyFans. I mean, it says mandatory fund, pension, and then she's pointing at the total of what she makes. Now, again, it's either that or, I mean, like her many stepfathers, royally fucked up. So again, I mean, this could be a revenge thing. It could be real. I'm not sure. But the point is, like, if it's fake, shame on you for, putting it up. If it's real, I mean, really shame on you. My God. I mean, can you, and this is a sad thing. Let's just be honest. I mean, OnlyFans and online dating, it could be connected. I mean, I'm almost positive it very well could be, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of women out there, and again, I'm not saying all women. I mean, it could be guys too. Who knows? I mean, if you got that Rico Suave vibe and you can, make money on that. I mean, play on playa. But the point is, I mean, this is the kind of world we're living in. So, again, what I'm trying to say is just beware of scams and, all I want is a good conversation. Can I get at least a good conversation? Can I get an amen for a good conversation? Amen. But sometimes it doesn't even get that far. Like right off the bat, you can tell like someone has to have the power. And let's be honest, when you're in a relationship, one person tends to have more the power than the other person. One person's got to lead, the other person's got to follow a little bit, but you like the other person to, step up, of course, and not go on OnlyFans behind your back. But sometimes right off the bat, it just doesn't work out. So I'm talking to this one person, how's it going? I'm good, blah, 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 whatever. I ask her a very simple question, like, how's this dating site treating you? And she sends me like 5 question marks. It's a very simple question. I mean, the questions clearly get harder as we go along. And, she says, well, how is this website treating you? And then, I guess for competition purposes, I sent her, I could have sent her 6 question marks. I sent her 7. Why? Is it because it's a lucky number? Is it? Who the fuck knows? And then I go, I asked first. And of course she disappeared. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very, very simple question. Again, I don't like it personally when I ask a question and people just kind of dance over it. And I don't know. I just, I don't know. I feel, you have to respect the person, I like imagine in real life you're talking to someone like over a table, like you're just facing the person, okay? And you go, hey, how's this website treating you? And then they just like sit there blankly, just like, duh, and they don't say anything. It's fucking weird, right? So like, I don't know. Again, I guess it translates better on a cell phone, which is really sad, but just answer the very simple question. That's all. I mean, you could have, I could have asked you, how's the website going? Jello. Okay, cool. That's it. Like, I mean, at least that's something. That's something I can build on, I'm going to assume you're stupid, but, at least I got something. So just give me a simple answer. That's all I ask. That's all. And, at this point, I'm very frustrated. And, most of us are with online dating over the years, especially in 2025, it is just a shit fest. It is absolutely horrible. But then I asked like a person, like, I always ask, like, one of the first questions I ask, like, what are you looking for? Because I'm just curious, like, what are you looking for? Again, very simple question. I'm not asking, like, how do you fix the economy? Just very simple. What are you looking for? You have to, and if you don't know what you're looking for, and that's another thing, if you don't know what you're looking for, on online dating, or just in dating in general, then you're screwed either way. You're not going to find anybody. You're going to find an asshole or a bitch or like in today's world. I mean, it could be a mixture of both. But the point is, know what you're looking for. And I talked to this one person, okay, and she said this: well, friendships have to be formed, but generally, the conversation can be an indication of that happens or not. I don't pay every man with the same brush, but some of the way the men talk to the girls on here, it's uninviting caveman behavior. Thank you. And then I said, that was a great answer. I see. That was a great answer. That's what I said. I couldn't believe it. It was a great answer. For some reason, I don't know why, I read that like I was William Shatner. I don't know why, but again, it's very hot, even with the AC on. But the point is, I mean, yeah, that is a great answer, and it's true. I mean, you want to treat people with respect. Why? Because you want to get treated with respect in return. So there you go. Okay, so this one fills it out, whatever. But I was just moved by that answer, honestly. I mean, it was finally like a good answer. First of all, she answered, which is great. But then I was like, wow, this is actually a really good answer. Thank you so much. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes you meet somebody and you wish they never answered. I talked to this one person for a little bit. We ended up going out on a date. Didn't really go anywhere. I mean, we made out at the end there, but it just kind of, I don't know, kind of fizzled. You know what I mean? It happens. But then we kind of rekindled it later on. And yeah, that happens a lot. I mean, sometimes sometimes when you meet someone, you just don't like their views, or or just in the sense it's just kind of you just clash right away. But then you kind of get it all out in the open at one point, like in the beginning, and then because it's all out there, it's nowhere to go but up. You know what I mean? This would kind of happen here. So, and eventually, we were like, okay, we're gonna meet up and whatever. And she, I don't know, she's got a lot of personal problems, a lot of personal things going on in her life, which is cool. I get it. I'm not judging. Some health issues she's got to work out, but at the same time, she's still playing the field. And again, I can't be mad at that, but at the same time, she kind of gave an indication that she's not, doing it. But then finally she says, oh, I'm going to go back with my ex. He popped out of nowhere. He gave me a good proposal, not an actual proposal, but proposal like, we should go back together. And I could have sworn, she said like it ended really bad. And again, it always confuses me, because if it ends really bad, like why would you go back to the person? You're just going to repeat the same shit over and over and over again, and it's just fucking crazy. Like, why would you want to do that? But I don't know. To be honest with you, it's sad to see that. It really is. But and I was kind of thrown off. I was like, well, okay. I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, congratulate you, on wasting my time, and there's a whole thing there, and and then afterwards she kind of ghosted me, and whatever, and it's, I don't know, it's pretty sad. Just listen, she told me how it is, whatever, but yeah, at the same time, it's almost like she just, I don't know, treated me like an item, you know what I mean? Like, it's not cool. So all I'm saying is, in overall, ladies and gentlemen, if you can, okay, if you can help it, try not to, treat somebody like they're just an object, Really know what you want, and, if you're going to go back to your ex, which, that's happened to me a few times, by the way. A woman has gone back to her ex, whatever, but, at least make it clear, you know what I mean? And don't like, say, oh, the guy, when it didn't work out, it was bad, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, oh, yeah, I'm going to go back with him. Oh, he convinced me. I don't know. So I'm assuming the guy's a lawyer or whatever. And yeah, just all I'm saying is in the end, just be honest with the person and move on from there. That's all. Now, sometimes you talk to a person and they have kids, which I don't have a problem with, but she said, like, I have 3 kids. Is that a problem for you? And I made the joke. I said, no, none are mine. And then I said afterwards, like, are they? LOL. And she's like, laughed my ass off. No. And I'm like, well, there you go. So no problem. So, and she's like, well, some hate those with kids. I'm like, I don't know. They're probably stupid. And she's like, all right, fair enough, whatever. And didn't really go anywhere after that. Again, the whole local search doesn't seem to work well for me. I gotta really start proofreading shit and make sure, check area codes properly. But again, ladies and gentlemen, the point is, Again, I can't tell you how many times I've been cock-blocked because of locations. But anyways, so this one woman I talked to, she seemed pretty cool. And again, I'd love to know your guys' and girls. Listen, I say you guys, I mean everybody. Don't give me this fucking, PC shit, okay? Fuck off. I don't care. Okay, Gen Z, grow up, huh? The point is, actually, Gen Z is all right. I had to deal with a couple of these guys, and girls, I still gotta do it, right? It's the millennials you gotta worry about. I don't know, but anyways, the point is, okay. Well, 2 things. One, if you're gonna show up to a bar or club, just bring your fucking ID. Don't put it on your phone. Give me an actual physical ID, a passport, whatever. I don't care, And 2. This one woman here, again, seemed pretty cool, but again, I need your opinion on this, boys and girls, okay? So I started talking to her, and she seems pretty cool, and we were gonna go out. Everything was great, but she kept saying she couldn't go out because she has a prior commitment, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? What is this? And she was obsessed with rebuilding her kitchen. And I mean obsessed. I mean, basically I talked to her for like 2 months off and on. Got to a point where I talked to her maybe once in a while, whatever, but because it was too much, whatever. She won a contest. She sent me these, nice provocative pictures here. She looked great. Really attractive woman, I won a contest for an exotic photo shoot, whatever, and I'm like, send me one. She sent me all of them. It's, nice ass, all good. So the point is, I'm like, all right, whenever you're ready, let me know. And she's like, well, I'm still working on my kitchen, and I don't, like, I've never, and keep in mind, she's like, I have to sleep on my couch. I'm like, why do you sleep on your couch? I think she said that. I don't know. I zoned out. I'm not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, but she just kept saying, because I can't meet you because of my kitchen, I have to make sure this is right. And I'm like, well, are you guarding the cabinets like at night? Like, why, you have to go to work and do all this different shit and in the meantime, but yeah, I have to make sure this kitchen gets done. And she would like send me like every picture of like the stove, the cabinets, the wall, and oh, these guys aren't doing it right, and and I'm thinking to myself, this has got to be bullshit. There's no way, like, I've been cock-blocked by many things, but like appliances is a whole different level here, and what tiles you got to pick, and Jesus Christ. So I'm just assuming she's married, or I'd like to have you guys' thoughts on this. My 3 loyal fans here. For months this one, I got to a point where I just stopped talking to her, and I guess she stopped messaging me because I don't know, she got her vision back, and I've never, a kitchen. What is a big deal? Like, I get it. Listen, the end of Sopranos. Remember when Carmela, You know, like she's looking at to remodel, and it's okay, a new beginning. I get that, whatever. But women do not get in the way of a woman redoing her kitchen. I'm telling you. But was she actually redoing her kitchen? I mean, the pictures backed it up. But I mean, if we go out for some ice cream, like the piles of bricks and tiles are still going to be there. So I don't know, just very. Maybe it was an obsession of hers, and I don't know, and her tits looked really good in the bustier of all the exotic pics. The point is, try to make time to date, and don't put off something like this. And it just, I don't know, it's too hot to think right now. But again, I the cock block is strong on this one. I don't know. I've been cock blocked by kitchens to raccoons. Yes, raccoons. I did a whole podcast on raccoons. Trust me, it's a good story. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a woman out there, or even a guy, whatever you're into these days, it's it could be both. Like a lot of people, you pee standing up, sitting down. It's a lot easier standing. I mean, you can just. I don't know, in Toronto you can piss anywhere, nobody cares. But I don't condone that. I'm just saying, whatever. The point is, if you're not free, or if you're not going to be free, don't prolong it, with a person. Just be honest right up front and go from there. And I would not be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time since I talked to her. I would not be surprised if that kitchen still looks the same. Okay, but then again, she could be fucking one of her helpers, right on the gravel. I don't know. So, all the best to her, and a salud. Sometimes you just want a normal conversation with someone. So, you expect a normal person in return, right? I mean, that'd be nice. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But meh. So it's one woman I talked to, for a little bit, and basically I told her I just want something normal. And she said, "What do you consider normal?" And I said, "I don't even know." And then she disappeared. Now, did she disappear because she didn't like my response, or was she so normal that she felt that I was a normal for talking about being normal, and then well, that's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you're on this shit for so long, you just kind of question yourself, and the whole online dating process, and it just who knows? Does anybody know what normal is anymore? I don't. So one profile I saw, I didn't talk to this person, and there's a reason why I said person. I mean, the name sounds female, but she's wearing a hat, and it doesn't show her eyes, and the hat just says Bruce. Now, it's just a plain white hat, and in black, bold letters, it says Bruce. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to make of this. I mean, I do, but at the same time, I mean, today's world, you can't be sure. And listen, if this is what you're into, that's cool. I get it. But, if this is the first picture you start off with, get ready for some questions. So, again, like even if it didn't say Bruce on the hat, okay? Your eyes are covered. Like, have a clear shot of your face. That's all. I mean, is it really this hard, to take a simple picture, And then even this profile I saw. I mean, this picture, this one definitely has to be revenge on someone, for sure. Because it's got 3 pictures. It looks like clearly they're at Tim Hortons, and maybe this person's on a date and he doesn't like the way the date is going. And he took 3 pictures of this person, and she's never looking into the camera. The third one maybe, I'm not sure, but one picture she's looking away. I mean, she's on her phone on the date, so clearly she's really interested in him. And then the other one, she's looking out the window, and they're all the same place, same same table, same coffee location here. So again, again, like, when you see a profile like this, I never got a response because I was just curious. I just wanted to know what was going on here. So, but again, yeah, like again, guys, like we all go on bad dates, but I don't know, to put a woman's picture up is pretty fucked up. And now I know what you're gonna say. I'm telling my stories, okay? Which, I get it, but at the same time, I'm not, putting someone's name up there or pictures or whatever. I mean, that's not cool. So, just saying. I mean, it's pretty weird. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. It is. It's fucking weird. I don't know. There's a lot of weirdos out there, and yeah, it all starts with a cup of Tim Hortons. And then this one woman I talked to, she had a picture up, and she had her hand up in the air, and inside was a circle of the child. Again, I unlike our last person here, I'm not putting these weird pictures up, but it is kind of weird. I mean, like, what is this symbolizing? That like, are you trying to reenact the scene in The Lion King or something? I don't know. It's weird. Just again, a very simple picture of yourself. Again, what. And then even some people put up a picture and then their profile. Holy shit! This one is kind of again very direct. You can tell this person this isn't their first go around with online dating here. So it says here positive, witty, blunt, outgoing, confident, intelligent, and drama free. 3 exclamation marks. Okay, so she wants to get her point across. This is how she is. All right, cool. No worries. And then she put up that, I forgot what the sign is called, where it's like a red circle and there's like a white line in the middle. I don't know, I guess it's like kind of like a roadblock, whatever. And clearly this is the stuff she doesn't like. She's put it 3 times. Married men, she put it 3 times with, all 3 of these points. It really matters. Married men, lesbians, transsexuals, and married couples who are looking for 3s. Seriously, you need Jesus. If you're not over your ex, not sure what you want, looking for hookups, friends with benefits type of thing, bold caps, keep it moving. If you are horny, Pornhub. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the frustration that a lot of women have to deal with, okay? I can't blame this woman for saying all this, Personally, I think a lot of people out there are so fucked up, not even Jesus Christ himself can help them. But this is the frustration that we feel on online dating, folks. I mean, it's not going to stop. It's just going to get worse, and with this with this heat involved, it's not going to help. Sometimes you just want to relax and have a cold drink of orange juice, I guess. Sorry, I was looking at this one profile here. Yeah, she's again, I'm assuming it's a she. Again, if it's not, I apologize. Yeah, again, you never know. I'm just looking at the profile here. Like, how you get really drunk at a bar and you're sitting at the bar and you got your elbow and yeah, that's what it looks like. And I don't know. It could be Jet Li with a wig. Who knows? But the point is, just. Good luck to everybody out there. I mean, and honestly, if you do believe in Jesus, I would start praying, because it's not going to get any better out there. The tariffs, make it almost impossible for us guys to pay for dinner, and that's why we question that a lot. It's nothing personal. I'm sure if most guys had the money, they would easily pay for the first date. It's just a financial thing at this point. It really is, and I can't blame you. So thanks Trump for fucking up our country and basically fucking up the rest of the world. And I'm assuming, yeah, in many ways he's probably fucked up, online dating. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a beautiful political episode of Computer Love, part 53.